Well, Steve, I got to ask you because honestly, under what circumstances did anyone at the White House think that this meeting was a good idea on today of all days?
Don, you said that this meeting was embarrassing. I think, quite frankly, what's embarrassing is the condescension that you've shown to Kanye West, someone who I think is a brave and independent thinker, a creative genius. Does he speak in a different vernacular? Of course he does. Like a lot of artists, it's a vernacular I don't necessarily always understand, but I do understand that he's a great thinker. And for you and a lot of your guests to dismiss him as a, quote, token Negro and to question his mental stability when you're not doctors, when you haven't examined him, I think is really unfortunate. And it's an example, unfortunately, that is all too common on the left, which is liberals, when a minority doesn't toe the party line.
By the way, the person who said that comment that you said the token Negro thing is a conservative. But go on.
Well, not in my mind. She's not a conservative. But let me also tell you this, more to the point, which I think is really what's important.
She didn't call him a token Negro. She said all of a sudden now he is the token Negro for the Trump administration.
Right. Talking about him. Right. Yeah. Now, to Charles's point about does this president care about minorities, let me tell you my personal experience with him in that very same Oval Office without cameras present. All he wanted to know about from me is, what can I do for the Hispanic community? What can we do for growth in your community? I said, well, one thing you can do right now, let's send a tweet. And then let's talk about more long-term things that we can do about the community. So he absolutely cares whether the camera's on or off. But Kanye West is a person who speaks from the heart. You call it a rant. You always say this in your Chiron. You editorialize. It's not a rant to me. And as a matter of fact, it was inspirational. I don't find him unstable. I find him creative. I find him inspiring. And in that room, you had three people, an amazing artist, an amazing athlete, and an amazing builder, all saying, what can we do in the political process to make the prosperity and security of America broader into minority communities? That's a great thing for this country. Jim Brown, Kanye West, Donald Trump are visionaries. They are great men trying to help this country.
I just don't have the energy tonight because there's so much in there to come on.
But let me just point out a little bit of
There is so much because that's how much this president is doing for
about how conservatives treat this, right?
I'm not even going to go. Go ahead.
Right?
Go ahead.
So you remember when Barack